A lot of people think a vision board is just a pretty collage, something aesthetic, something fun to make at the end of the year. And honestly, that's fine. But if you want your vision to actually come to life, then this video is for you. Hi, I'm Jen. I'm a product designer, and I'm really passionate about intentional life design. I've been making vision board for 5 years now, and the way I see it is not just a wish list. It's a compass that guides the decision I make every day. When you look deeply, your current situations didn't happen by accident. It's the result of all the decisions you make in the past, whether big or small. But the good news is that in the same way, your future will be shaped by the decisions you make right now. So today, I want to introduce a 4-step simple design thinking process so that we can create a vision board that works together. Step 1, life audit. As designers, we always start by understanding where we are at right now, so we know what's worth carrying forward and what might be ready to be let go of. Personally, I keep a bullet journal where I document the monthly highlights and check-ins so that it's really easy for me to revisit the year. If you don't have a journaling habit, going through your photos or calendar will be helpful to bring back some memories. As you look back, you're not judging or analyzing too deeply. You're simply noticing moments that you genuinely enjoyed and moments where, in hindsight, you wish you could have done something differently. It's about collecting information. By the way, having a journaling habit has been life-changing for me, especially if you want to start living more intentionally. I will highly recommend you to do it in the next year. When I did the exercise myself, I found that I went on 11 trips with different people last year, and I also got promoted. In that period, it was really hard to juggle between my personal life, my side hustle, and the work life. And I burned out a few times last year, and I haven't really been prioritizing rest. So those reflections really set the tone for what I want to adjust next year. Step 2, visualize your North Star. This is the most important step. And if you skip this, your vision board is likely to become another pretty collage that's not going to do anything. In design, once we understand the current state, we define North Star, which is a clear picture of what success looks like. In this case, what your dream life looks like. I want you to dream big, but also in a way that's buildable. To help with that, I will use a few broad life areas as a guide, like friends and family, health, finance, career, home, growth, fun, and love. These are just some basic categories. Feel free to adjust it to whatever is suitable to you. But I would recommend you to write down the categories you think that works for you. Okay, now we're going to do a role play exercise, and I'm going to choose career as an example. Imagine it's a year from now, you're sitting in a cozy cafe with your best friend. They ask, "So, how has your life been?" And you answer. Here is my sample answer that I just make it up. "It's been amazing. I got my dream job at the top architectural firm. I'm learning something new every day, and the colleagues are really lovely, and I genuinely love going to the office just to hang out with them. I also traveled to Paris a few times for a site visit. I have a healthy work-life balance. Literally everything I would dream of." That's the level of clarity I'm looking for. I didn't just generalize it as I get a dream job at a specific company. I also described what I do and how my colleagues look like, and what made me excited about the job. And that's the North Star you're looking for. Something specific enough to guide decision, but open enough to design towards. And now you know being able to travel around with your job might be your requirement. If you still don't know where to start, I just put some prompts on the screen so you can pause, screenshot, and go over them at your own time. Friends and family, health, finance, career, home, growth, fun, and love. Remember, it doesn't have to reflect where you are at right now, only where you are designing towards and something that's buildable. If this exercise brought something up for you, I would love to hear them in the comment section. Step 3, ideation, collecting images. This is my favorite part and also the fun part because I can finally get to go to Pinterest to look at all the pretty photos. In design, This is a phase where we explore all the possibilities before committing to the solutions. And it's the same as creating a vision board. I want you to gather as many photos as you like, but with one criteria. They have to be based on what you find in step 2. I usually start by going to Pinterest and create a folder named 2026. And then I'll search the images based on the North Star I just defined. As you collect images, try to aim for the balance. You should have some images that represent the outcome and more images that represents the process, the habit, and the identity behind it. For example, if you want more money, don't just save images of cash or luxury handbags. Ask yourself, what money actually enables you to do or to enjoy? Is it travel, comfort, peace, or freedom? Or if you want a specific job or a promotion, don't just save the company logo. Look for images of the process, like public speaking, mentoring other people, or whatever that fits the job's requirement. We're not just designing the end state, we're also designing the version of ourselves that can sustain the life we want. There's one rule I always follow. If there's an image that makes you feel, oh, I don't want to live like that, and this is not me, then this is the information. It might mean that the goal isn't right for you, or this is not the life you want, or maybe you can target like a level lower. Just focus on step-by-step process, like how to get there. For example, like if you want to get married, but you don't have a partner yet, and putting an engagement ring there just gonna give you insane pressure. But what you can do is that you can put images about like happy couples, how you want it to be loved, and how you want to treat your partner. So this is like the process. And after you attract a partner, and next time you can put an engagement ring. This step is not supposed to give you pressure, but make you really, really excited because this is your life that's gonna come true. Step 4, making the vision board. Now that we have collected all the images, it's time to put everything together. And this is the final step. I usually do this part in Canva. And this time I would like to try the print feature, so I'm choosing the print board. If you want to do the same, just make sure you check the dimensions so that you don't need to redo anything later. That would be super annoying. I would like to emphasize again, your vision board can't just be outcomes. And that's how you avoid what's called the positive fantasy trap. Which actually means that if you just imagine the perfect results, if you stay in the fantasy, it's actually going to reduce your motivation to actually do the work to get there. In other words, think of it less as a vision board, but more as an action board. Also, there's been a debate on whether the vision board has to look nice. I mean, this is something really personal, but for me, it does because I believe good design activates good emotional response. I want this to feel inviting when I look at it, not overwhelming. So now I just loosely group all the pictures in the same category together. So here we go, like the self-care, career. So I'm making it visually easier to process to reduce my cognitive load. It's gonna take me a while to do that, so I'm just gonna show you how you can print it out. When you go to the canvas, you can see the share button on the top right corner. You click that and then you click see all, and then you scroll to the bottom. You can see there's a fan icon, and then you just choose the product you want, and then select the size, and then you click continue. It will bring you to the checkout process. That's the whole process. If you follow through these steps, your vision board should start to feel very specific, very personalized, with a clear direction behind it. I'd like to hear what it brings up for you and how your vision board evolves over time. If this resonates with you, I'm sure you enjoy my next video, where I share how I set up my bullet journal to live more intentionally. I'll see you there. Bye.